Hello and welcome to Your Schools. I'm Lynn Turner Fitzgerald. My guest today is Dimitri Salarius. He's a senior at Billings Senior High, where we are today. Thank you for joining us and making the time.
Thank you.
Dimitri has a very interesting story which compelled me to get in touch with him. He has started his own nonprofit foundation to help other students. Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, so it's a 501c3, Limitless Kids Montana. We have a Facebook up, we have a website up. We also have a fitness skills competition coming up in April. It'll be up on the website. We'll have a flyer out by today or tomorrow. And this started out as kind of helping the students at this school and the Yellowstone County with resources. Our motto is kind of providing resources, support, and assistance to special needs students in the Yellowstone County through fundraising efforts, and we've done that pretty well so far, and we look forward to the future.
Why did you start that?
Well, I had a family friend in Maryland, and his parents, they couldn't get him to the right school because.
And this is a special needs student.
Special needs student.
Was he a high school age?
No, he was
younger.
Younger. But the school he was trying to get into didn't have the correct resources for him to get into the school. So then that kind of made me think, what are the needs in my community? And I already had connections with Joshua Beeman, who's behind the screen right now, and he's the head director of special needs here at Senior High. And I kind of talked to him about how I could get this started up, and we just blasted off right from there.
Really? What was lacking? What was missing for that student?
I'm not sure on the details on that.
Okay. So you are trying to make sure that special needs students in at least Billings Senior High and maybe the rest of the district have what they need. What do they need?
They need to be able to know how to live individually and have those skills to be able to work in the workforce. They have to be able to work as.
We're talking about life skills, right?
Life skills, yes.
Cooking, laundry, that kind of thing?
Yes.
So ultimately, when your plan is complete or realized, there will be a room at Senior High for these students to learn in?
Yes.
What will that look like? It
will include a fully equipped kitchen, washer, dryer, and any other. It'll be multifaceted for different needs that the students may need. It might evolve in the coming years with new materials and whatever the kids need.
Yeah.
They just need this one room. They need one room where they can go and learn, because right now their learning experience is really spread out from many rooms. And if they were to have their own room just for them, the learning experience would be way better for them.
So would there be an instructor in that classroom?
Yes, yes. Instructors we already have set here.
Oh, okay. So they would then oversee all the activities of these students. What kind of timeline are you looking at, Dimitri?
Well, I'm trying to get it done, get the fundraising done before I graduate here at Senior.
That's not very long.
That's not very long. But I'm hoping for the best right now.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so fundraising. What's your goal, your financial goal?
So right now, what we're looking at is $80,000 for the full life skills room. I fundraised about $8,000 to $9,000 so far. We've applied for many grants. I'm contacting a grant writer who I meet on Monday. And we also have got some outreach with the Optimist Club and other clubs around Billings. We're also about to work with the Billings Exchange Club as well. And we're just looking for who's able to put in for this, who's able to help their community.
You've got some good contacts out there, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I think you'll get there.
Thank you.
I really think you're going to get there. Tell me a little bit about you. What else besides creating foundations do you do?
Well, I'm the student body president here at Senior. I'm very academically motivated, I would say.
I think it's a 4.6 GPA. Did I read that correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I also, one of the biggest parts of my life has been wrestling. I started when I was 4 and just continued on, and it's been kind of a lifestyle. I would wrestle in season and out of season. Also, for 4 years I did cross country, which is another pretty demanding sport, but that's just kind of what I'm involved in, is just something that's demanding and what pushes your limits.
Well, has there been other nonprofit work that you've been involved with?
I have been able to have many volunteer experiences.
Oh, good.
As I'm a scout as well. I'm an Eagle Scout. And I was able to work through Troop 7 here in Montana, as well as Troop 238 in Maryland. And yeah, through that, I was able to learn how to interact with the community and as well as get outreach. Because my final Eagle Scout project, I also finished here at Senior. It's a pegboard in the old gym. And
tell me about that. What is that?
So it's a climbing pegboard, and my thought on it was it wouldn't just be for function, but also as a symbol here at Senior High. Because there used to be a pegboard up there, but it got old and useless. And it was kind of just a wooden block there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I got some Corian, maple, and with help from Dovetail Designs and one of my mentors and scout leaders, Mark Severe, I was able to get that. Yeah.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. I was able to get that together and get it installed.
And was that this year, or?
That was about 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
All right. Yeah. Okay. What's next for Dimitri?
I'm going to continue doing this nonprofit throughout my life, and I'm going to go to college, see where that leads, where my educational path leads, and I just hope to help my community as best as I can.
So do you have a choice of college yet? Have you narrowed that down?
I'm waiting on a lot of decisions right now.
Okay.
Most of them should be in by April 1st.
Oh, okay. All right. But probably not Montana?
Probably not.
What about a career then? You said you continue with nonprofits.
Yeah. I'm thinking about majoring in some entrepreneurial or business, but also I'm thinking about going into the cognitive science field and learning how our brains are able to create action and how experiences can shape them.
What is your overall view of the world today?
There's definitely some dark places, but that doesn't give an excuse for you not to be able to make it lighter. You know, that's what my view is.
All right. Now let's go back to the fundraising, the real action part. How can people participate in helping your organization, Limitless Kids Montana? And there is a website too, if you're interested.
Yes.
We've got the main page up behind us.
Yes. So on the website, if you would like to donate, you go to limitlesskidsmontana.com, and there should be a donation page. And you can then input how much you would like to donate, and we would love anything that you're able to provide. Also, just so you know, April 20th is the fitness skills competition here at Senior High at the Dayless track. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Tell me about that. What's going to happen there?
So we're going to work with Beartooth CrossFit, which me and my wrestling team have already worked with for much of our training here at Senior. And they're going to create a workout schedule for us.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be fun. We'll involve the special needs students as coaches as well as athletes, and it will involve teams of 3, and they'll compete, and they'll get a little goodie bag as well.
Right. So it's almost like Special Olympics, it sounds like. Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I want to thank you for joining us. I would like now to talk to your advisor, Mr. Josh Beeman. Welcome back. We now have Josh Beeman. He's the Director of Special Education for Billings Senior High, and I'm guessing the advisor to Dimitri?
Well, I've been many different names for Dimitri, I guess. I've been his head wrestling coach. I've kind of been a mentor in this project.
Right.
I don't know if I would say advisor, because he's kind of taken the lead of everything.
So. Oh, has he really?
Absolutely.
Well, what did you think when he came to you with this idea?
I thought that it was selfless and something that was going to change the world in a positive way. So
yeah. So how has the travel been so far?
So in my 15 years as an educator, all 15 have been in the special education field. I've always kind of felt that a lot of our students, sometimes they get put on the back burner, and their needs aren't always quite met because they're individual needs, and they're not the whole group, and they're not teaching to the 30 kids. And that's Dimitri's goal, is to help the individual needs. It's pretty amazing.
What is the special ed population at Billings Senior High?
Currently, we have right about 250 students with an IEP at senior high. In the life skills and the vocational skills, it's probably about 75.
Okay. So tell me what you think this project will do for those students.
Well, each student, no matter their academic, their physical, their emotional ability, they all have something that they can provide.
Sure.
And something that they can give. And whether it be learning organizational skills or learning something that could help them be a clerk or be a secretary, or maybe it's just a student that's learning how to organize bolts or organize things that are very simplistic, but it's something that they could do for
Sure.
an hour at a time.
And something that probably needs to be done.
Absolutely, something that nobody else wants to do, but something that they would feel gratification and they feel good
yeah.
at.
Accomplished.
Absolutely, that's right where we're going.
Okay. Well, it sounds like the population is a little larger than one room.
That's a fact. However, our goal, and Dimitri's goal went through all this fundraising, is to take these 2 classrooms that we have here, combine them into one, and we currently have 2 life skills classrooms that are about 15 students each. So there's 30 kids. And the goal is that each of those classrooms will be able to use this room for 1, 2, 3 periods a day to work on those life skills, the cooking, the cleaning, sewing, organization skills.
Right.
And then there's classes, vocational classes, where there's about 30 kids where they can come in and maybe they'll do a little more rigorous stuff. And they'll work on creating meals, and they'll work on different elements, you know, washing the bedding and doing hotel stuff, or, you know, different kind of things like that, stuff that's applicable to everyday 4 to or 10-hour days jobs. Well,
it sounds like aside from maybe getting some employable skills, they're getting some independent living skills as well.
100%, absolutely. And
okay.
You know, our goal isn't that, you know, every kid is able to just have a skill, but it's able to be able to do something independently. And you're absolutely right. If a student comes in and they can't tie their shoe, and we teach them how to tie their shoe, obviously that's a big step. But it's the same thing with doing the dishes, doing the laundry, and being able to help around the house and feel good about that aspect.
Sure.
Yeah.
As a wrestler, tell me about Dimitri. Did you notice anything special about him in that activity?
I actually met Dimitri probably the first week that he moved here from Maryland. And he was quiet. He didn't say a word then. And he doesn't say many words now. However, he was determined. And you could fully tell. And he came in every single day, put forth his best effort. He 100% of the time was striving to make the people around him better. And his goal was to be the best that he could be. And that's something he's done since the day that I met him, and he's going to continue to do it.
How does he stand out from other students?
Well, I'm pretty biased, and obviously
that's okay.
Obviously, I enjoy wrestlers, and I enjoy people that are going to help my passion of special education on our students. But he's probably the most selfless individual I've ever met. He doesn't really care what other people think about him. He doesn't care about trying to be in the trendy and the cool and all that. He cares about, you know, people around him. He cares about his future. He cares about his family, and that's pretty amazing.
Well, other students must also look up to him. He is class president.
He's kind of a big deal around the school. And we were walking in the hall earlier, and
yeah,
even
teachers are saying, "Hi, Mr. President. Hi, Mr. President."
Oh, absolutely.
Like, who are you?
And I know he doesn't. You know, that wasn't his goal to set out and do that. But I think it's probably pretty cool. It is for any high schooler to be known and be a first name basis with almost everybody. However, he set out to make a difference, and that's what leaders do, and that's what he's going to continue to do with Limitless Kids or his college or whatever it is.
Yeah, what do you see for him in the future?
I see him running an organization just like Special Olympics, and it's going to be something big, and it's going to be something across the nation. It's not going to just be Billings, Montana.
Right. The passion is there.
Absolutely.
And he's humble as well.
He's pretty humble.
Well, if you now could tell the audience what, in terms of the fundraising goal, how are we, just contact the website?
Yep, absolutely. Contact the website. If you have any questions on where the funding is going, you know, like Dimitri said earlier, it's about $80,000 to have this constructed and built here at Senior High, but it doesn't stop there. There's many needs in Yellowstone County, and he's said many a times from day one, this is a starting point, but it's not an end goal. And I think that's the big difference. He's not crowdfunding. He's not looking for a GoFundMe page where you get to a goal and be done with it. He's trying to make a difference for many, many years. And I think that's, you know.
Well, what about donations? I mean, could you accept donations of appliances or some of the other physical attributes that you need for that room?
We certainly could. It has to go through Billings Public Schools, and when it comes to that, or through Limitless Kids Montana. I'm sure that if you go to the website, there's a phone number and an email address on there. If there's anything that you have, hey, maybe you got a nice new set of Tupperware dishes that you think would be great for our classroom, we'd love it.
As a matter of fact, I do. I'll bring them to you.
All right.
Thanks, Josh, for joining us. And thank you for joining us on Your Schools. I'm Lynn Turner Fitzgerald. I'll see you next time.
To find out how you can donate and make a difference, contact LimitlessKidsMontana.com.